Perhaps this has been one of the Church Universal's great mistakes. We have sometimes preferred certainty to wonder and categories to curiosity. We have put up boundaries to belonging, but God keeps showing up beyond our boundaries. Pastor Rob Lee puts it this way in a quote to the queer community: "Just as Jesus told Lazarus to come out of the tomb that held him bound, I hope you know that no church can keep you bound from the love of God intended for you. The church has often got it wrong. God's love never gets it wrong." God's love never gets it wrong. Nothing can separate us from the love of God, period, no exceptions. And as members of the United Church of Christ, we can be grateful for our denomination, which recognizes this truth. We can give thanks for those who worked for the ordination of LGBTQ clergy, for marriage equality, and for the ongoing work of justice and inclusion. But Pride Month is not about congratulating ourselves. It is about continuing to listen and continuing to learn. It is about a constant effort to widen the circle and to stand against exclusion and violence wherever they appear. Because every generation faces the temptation to draw new boundaries around God's love, and every generation is called to resist that temptation. Which brings me to a quote from pastor and justice advocate Tracy Blackman, who wrote this week, "Every time people draw a circle around who can speak for God, God seems intent on sending someone from outside the circle." That is the story of Scripture. That is the story of the church, and that is the story of the gospel. Think about that. Again and again through Scripture, God chooses outsiders. A shepherd boy named David and a foreigner named Ruth, prophets who protested their callings, fishermen, tax collectors, women whose voices were dismissed, Samaritans and Gentiles. Again and again, people draw the circle and God redraws it wider.